Today we are witnessing a dangerous escalation between Iran, America and Israel. But behind the headlines there is a much bigger story. A story about energy, oil routes, LNG power and a hidden geopolitical game that could decide the future of Asia. In this video, we will uncover how the US could gain, how Iran uses strategy and why the major Asian powers like China, India, Japan and South Korea are the biggest losers if war expands. Stay tuned, this is a deep analysis no mainstream media will tell you. The Strait of Hormuz is the most important oil choke point on earth. Every day, nearly 20% of the world's oil passes through this narrow route. This includes oil from Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, United Arab Emirates. If Hormuz is blocked even for 1 week, global oil prices could explode. For Asia, this is economic disaster. For America, it is opportunity. Most people don't realize that the United States today is one of the world's largest oil producers. With huge shale fields like the Permian Basin and Bakken region, America is nearly energy independent. But the real game is LNG. American LNG giants such as Cheniere Energy export gas to Europe and Asia. So if Gulf oil collapses, LNG prices rise, US becomes the emergency supplier, Europe gets relief, Asia feels the pain, the US doesn't need Middle East oil the way Asia does. This is a geopolitical advantage in disguise. Europe may face problems, but it has alternatives. Pipelines from Norway, North African gas, American LNG, and some rerouted supplies from Russia through intermediaries. European countries can survive a Gulf disruption by switching suppliers. In simple words, Europe gets hurt but Asia gets crushed. Asia is the world's largest manufacturing hub. But manufacturing needs energy and that energy comes from the Gulf. Let's break it down. 1. China. Nearly half of its imported oil comes from the Gulf. A shutdown means factory closures, exports slow down, shipping crisis, inflation explosion. 1. India. India depends heavily on Iraq, Saudi Arabia and UAE. If Hormuz closes, petrol and diesel may double, aviation collapses, industrial production halts. 1. Japan and South Korea, these two are the most vulnerable. Nearly 80-90% of their oil comes through Hormuz. Without Gulf oil, car factories stop, electronics industry freezes, entire economy collapses. In short, Asia's future depends on the Strait of Hormuz. Whenever Iran is pressured militarily, it signals a simple message. If you attack us, we shut down the Strait of Hormuz. Iran does not even need to fully close it. Even threats, drone attacks, naval harassment or missile tests create global panic. This raises oil prices instantly. So every tension boosts Iran's bargaining power, weakens its rivals, forces the world to negotiate for Iran. High oil price equals more profit, more war pressure equals more regional influence. If war expands, the US gains in multiple ways. A. Asia weakens. America's main rival is China. If China's oil supply is disrupted, its economy slows and global competition decreases. B. More American LNG sales. Japan, Korea and India would rush to buy US LNG. C. Arms sales skyrocket. Gulf countries will buy billions in weapons. D. Dollar gets stronger. Oil panic strengthens the US dollar, giving America more global control. So on the surface, the US opposes conflict, but strategically, some outcomes work in its favor. The interesting part is this, both the US and Iran gain in different ways. Iran gains high oil price, regional influence, strategic leverage, domestic unity. US gains energy dominance, Asian slowdown, European reliance, military sales. The only real losers are Asian powers, global consumers, international shipping, developing economies. This is why the situation is extremely dangerous. The world is entering a new era where energy is the true battlefield. The Iran-US-Israel conflict is not only about politics or missiles. It is about controlling the world's most important oil lifeline. If the Strait of Hormuz is threatened, the game changes. Asia suffers, Iran gains leverage, America gains dominance, Europe survives, Gulf monarchies panic. This is not just a war of weapons. It is a war of energy routes, economic survival, and global power. If you enjoyed this deep analysis, subscribe for more geopolitical breakdowns.